Guys, if you're a man, come and defend yourself, because all wives are going to be holding their husband responsible. No, wait, if you know you are married, and you've never, as a man, I don't say look, I don't say try, maybe see a woman just try to engage her in all those love talk. Like you've never carry one another woman aside your wife. Raise your hand up. Raise your hand up. That is to say that you are against what he said, and what he said is not true. If you know you've never, raise your hand up. Let's be sincere.
Is it possible to be a loyal man to a woman? Well, I've said this a couple of days before. I got into trouble for it, but I didn't care about that. Fucking say, man, man, no fits, no fits. I don't know, I don't fit, but I will talk for myself. I don't will talk about. But man, not the abuse to just sexually give to a woman. A man has to be heart and love. If you like, calm down. Heart, love, respect, and say, oh, this person is my person. You fit. But sexually, it's impossible for man.
What did I just hear? What did I just hear? Guys, men, if you're a man and you are married and you know that what he said is not true, come and defend yourself. Come and defend yourself. If a legend, like a woman legend, like Baba could say this, does it mean it's true? Besides, if you sit down with a lot of men, they will tell you that men are polygamous in nature. That is just what he said in another way. I am like, can somebody clear me? Can somebody make this thing make sense to me if that is not what he meant? Hi guys, welcome to Gist and Experiences. Story day, I guess story for now. But before I continue this story, please hit that subscribe button, like hit it, and turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime I drop videos, so you can get the latest updates. Like no man, he said no man can be sexually faithful to one woman. Are you like, I heard this and it's as if the world stood. It simply means that even the man you get for house, where you think say they do. That is what it means. So Baba went for an interview with Nedu's podcast, and he said that, well, first of all, he had to, that what is called living in bondage is true. Like,
But are you okay? This thing they call living in bondage is real.
he was actually living in bondage with his ex-wife, and at a point everybody had to call it quits because they've all tried to make this thing work and it was not working, right? So they had to move their separate ways. And I now asked him, this guy, like, he has a community of children, let me use that word, and he made a comment that was really striking. He said, see, a man can love a woman, love you very well, love you to the moon and come back. But to be sexually faithful to one woman is not possible. All the married men, come and stand here and defend yourself. Is it true that you people are not sexually faithful to your wives? Hey, because I don't understand this story. I was thinking, he said that he's saying this thing to defend himself, to defend his all the away matches he's been doing. We know he has a lot, he has a community of children. Sometimes people put up statements to defend themselves. But we've also seen cases where a woman will just wake up and have a co-wife. And at times we've seen cases where a man brings a child in. A lot of cases, even it's not even excluded. Those even in the pulpit is not excluded. The recent one, if you check my post, is the one of a pastor, Amos Issa, that's carried what a 14-year-old. So there are a lot of cases to prove that what he said is not totally wrong. Now, the next thing we saw is that he reversed that statement. He said he's totally sorry.
Sorry. My wife, the love of my life. So I own up to my mistakes. I'm sorry.
That is not what he is. That's not what he is. That he, he would get cancelled. His wife, he's sorry to his love of his life, his wife Natasha, and the kids, and especially his fans. And this is not who he is. But excuse me, let me arrive here. If it's not who you are, before you were married, you had children. Even after you were married, a lot of issues where this woman talks about the fact that um you have to travel to US and they didn't tell her and all of that. And if you were really that, if what you said in the first place before you came out to apologize is not true, how did Natasha came into the picture? Can you answer that question? If you were really saying that what you said is not who you are, and if you're really faithful, you will not be looking bang bang bang, you will not be looking up and down, right? It will just be you and the only woman you have. Even if there is fire in the house, you will try to quench it. Now, how did the other woman came into the picture? If you were sexually faithful, if you were really faithful to Annie Idibia all through your marriage, how did Natasha came into the marriage? How did she came into the picture? And before we know it, we're talking about marriage already. So I don't know which one to believe. Of a truth, you are really two-faced. Like, it's just, I don't know what to believe here at the moment. But all the married men, come and defend yourself. Come and defend yourself, because all of us will be holding you guys responsible. And the truth is that, do you think, for Natasha, I have a point for you. You have to shine your eyes, because somehow, do you think he's not telling you who he is? Do you think he's not trying to tell you what to expect in this marriage? Besides, if you sit down with a lot of men, they will tell you that men are polygamous in nature. That is just what he said in another way. I am like, can somebody clear me? Can somebody make this thing make sense to me if that is not what he meant? If you sit down with a lot of men, even those that claim they're so holy, they're so spiritual, they will go to church, they are very committed, they are monogamous, they will tell you that men are polygamous in nature. They're in monogamy, they are married to one wife, but they will tell you that men are polygamous in nature. Now, this guy just say that it is not possible, even though a woman loves you, to be sexually faithful to one woman. Is it not what he's just trying to say in another way, that men are polygamous in nature? Like, why does he have to apologize? Because a lot of men, out of 90% of men you will sit down, this is what you will hear. And they will put up arguments. And to tell you that sometimes it is true, before you know it, you will have a match in your house, you will have a co-wife struggling with you, you'll be seeing a lot of flex up and down, a lot of side chicks. Who are those sponsoring them? Is it not married men? Let's be sincere here. A lot of all these young girls living big cool life. Check. If they want to be sincere, maybe married men they sponsor them. So do you think what Baba said is true? Because men are polygamous in nature. That is all you have. Even you hear even the monogamous talk, and he just said it in another way. So I don't know if there is anything I'm missing here. If I'm missing anything, guys, you guys should clear me. You guys should clear me, because it is what we've always heard. And he just said it in another way. But for you, Natasha, the new wife, just get ready. Just get ready, because I think he just also said the same thing. And only God knows what the two people went in marriage. Because he said that, actually, he said that it's only the people in the marriage that knows what they're going through, and know the extent of what they have been through and what they're going through. So you outside cannot really see what is happening. So guys, do you think, dear men, if you know it is not true, let's go in the comments. Let's go in the comments. Let's say all men cannot be, that is not possible. It's impossible. It's impossible. So can you prove otherwise? If you know, wait, if you know you are married, and you've never, as a man, I no say look oh, I no say try, maybe see a woman just try to engage her in all those love it or it all. Like, you've never carry one another woman aside your wife. Raise your hand up. Raise your hand up. That is to say that you are against what he said, and what he said is not true. If you know you've never, raise your hand up. Let's be sincere. All right, guys, what do you think? Let's engage in the comments section. See you again in my next one. Bye.